Hey, Kevin, how did Kareem look in his return to practice today?
Yeah, he looked pretty good. He's working through it. We got to be mindful of what he can do, and we'll see over the next couple hours how he responds.
And Odell back to normal?
Yeah, he just had an episode, but I'd say he practiced full. He's good to go.
Thanks.
Nate Ulrich, you have our next question.
Hey, Kevin, do you have any feel for Joel Bitonio and Denzel Ward?
I think they are both pushing through it. We limited their reps today and kind of make the decision as we get down there.
Thank you.
Additional questions, will you raise your hands? Thank you. Back to Scott Petrick.
Kevin, I got one more injury question for you. Greedy, you were kind of optimistic back when it happened, and he still hasn't played, and he's still not going to play this week. Kind of what's the holdup?
I don't have that medical degree to really dive into it, but we're just trying to take it each day and learn more information, see how he's feeling. But I wish I could explain it in greater detail, other than to say he's doing a great job. He's fighting his butt to get out there, but we're just trying to make sure we're making prudent decisions.
Is surgery been kind of ruled out for him?
I couldn't even speak on it because I don't want to speculate necessarily. But he's doing everything right. He's trying like crazy to get out there.
Thanks.
Jeff Shadell, your line should be open.
Hey, Kevin, you always talk about wanting to get off to a fast start, but against a high-scoring team like this, is it even more important to do that?
I think it's just always important, Jeff. We spend a lot of time talking about starting fast, and even out here at practice, that first period, you got to go fast. You got to start competing right away. So that will always be a focus for us, really, regardless of opponent.
Mary Kay Cabot, we'll go to you for our next question.
I saw that Mike McCarthy mentioned that Tyron Smith is on track to play in this game. So just wondering what the addition of a player like that, the impact that could have on a game.
Yeah, like you said, big impacts, big person, great player. We have our work cut out for us already. And then, you add him, he's a really good football player, has done it for a long time. So obviously if he can play and he can go, we got to be ready to go.
Thank you.
Scott Petrick, your line's open. Scott Petrick. I believe Scott may have froze on us. Do we have additional questions from the group? Nate Ulrich, you're up.
Kevin, we haven't addressed this with you, but I just wanted to ask you about Ronnie Harrison making some news for a good deed. I know that you emphasize, community involvement and off the field stuff for your guys. So what was it like to see something like that from a guy who just joined your organization?
Yeah, that was awesome. Proud of Ronnie for doing that. He didn't do it looking to get any publicity for it. He didn't tell anybody, but the gentleman that he helped out wanted to make it known what Ronnie did and how impactful that was. So I think it's awesome. Proud of Ronnie, and I think we got a lot of guys here that would do the same. I would stop, but I wouldn't know how to change a tire.
Does it occur to you that, you guys with the Be the Solution campaign and, everything going on in the country with, I think, it hit me a certain way that, Ronnie was able to kind of make an impact like that and get recognition for that. Did it strike you on a big picture level in any way?
I just think we're so mindful of our part in this community and being a part of this community in Northeast Ohio. So it struck me on the human level how important it is to get out there in the community and help each other out. But again, well done by Ronnie.
And I know he came back to practice today. Was that just a normal cold, or what was going on with him?
Yeah, he's good to go. He was out there practicing.
Jeff Shadell, you have our next question.
Hey, I might have missed it, but have you announced who your returners are going to be for, on punts and kicks?
I don't think we're going to announce it, Jeff, but we feel good about where we're going.
Mary Kay Cabot, back to you.
Yeah, Coach, we're going to be talking to Myles a little bit today about, going back home and how kind of special this game is. And I know we've talked to you about how well he's been playing this year, but just in general, in terms of his leadership, his demeanor, and all those different kinds of things, what has Myles shown you so far this season?
Yeah, I'm excited for him going back home. Like you said, he's a very good football player, as evidenced by us wanting him to be here for a very long time. And, from the minute he's been out there, just his physical skill set jumps out at you. And then he has developed, at least from what I know of Myles, I mean, he's a leader of this football team. The guys listen when he speaks, and he works hard. I think he leads by example, and then he also knows when it's time to lead by speaking up. So he's done a great job in that avenue as well.
Thank you.
Scott Patrick, will go to you.
Hey, Kevin, I'm guessing my question didn't go through last time because it looked like I'd froze up about speeding it up. Dak said, I heard Dak say they like to go fast all the time is an offense. So on the other side of the ball, does that kind of create the need to slow it down and possess the ball even more than you normally would?
I think you have to be who you are on offense, and that's who they are, and then they go fast. I think similarly, we like to play at a nice clip while we may not be no huddle the entire game. You want to make sure that you're playing at the pace that you desire. So this week, maybe we'll go no huddle the whole game, or maybe you will huddle and wait till there's 1 second on the play clock. I think you just got to be true to what your game plan calls for.
Do you go in saying we would like an optimal number of possessions? Like this is kind of how we want to manage the game that way?
I don't think so, Scott. I mean, no, I think you go into it and want to maximize each play and make sure that you're finishing with sevens.